Hello and welcome to a special Lancaster-Lebanon League playoff edition of the Court Report. I'm Schweigert, joined by LMP boys basketball beat writer John Walk, and we're getting you ready for this year's league tournament, which gets underway with 4 quarterfinal matchups on Saturday. John, the section champs all host their opening games. On one half of the bracket, we got Section 1 champ McCaskey hosting Elko, and Section 4 champ Lancaster Catholic taking on Conestoga Valley. In the other half, Section 2 champ Lebanon faces Lancaster Mennonite, and Section 3 kingpin Lancaster-Strasburg is up against Cedar Crest. Tell us a little bit about each matchup.
Sure. Elko, I'll start at the top, work our way down just the way you said it there. Elko 19-3 at McCaskey 16-5. I think this is going to probably be probably the best game of all 4 quarterfinal matchups. Both are high-octane offenses that like to get out and run, but when they are in their half-court offenses, both have potential potent three-point shooters, I should say. And they both have a strong trio, Elko and Colton Lawrence and Mason Bossert and Caleb Buchmoyer, and McCaskey with Kobe Gans, Randolph Speller, and Ricky Cruz. This is going to be a really fun game. If I had to choose which one to go to, it would be this one if I was a fan. Conestoga Valley at Lancaster Catholic. This has the potential to be an ugly game. CV is a team that split the Section 2 title last year, brought a ton of talent back from that club, and had high expectations this year and just really have failed to live up to it. And Lancaster Catholic, they're good defensively, but they've struggled to find any consistent top scoring threat. And I don't know, Crusaders, they finished the regular season winning 7 of final 8 games, but rarely were those wins in impressive fashion. I had 5 of those wins by 10 points or less, including 2 by just 1 point. I don't really know who to pick there. I don't think it really matters because I don't see either of them doing much this postseason. Lancaster Mennonite at Lebanon. Lancaster Mennonite's a team that scores a ton of points, but they also give up a ton of points. And Lebanon's a team that's been hit or miss this year. I think they'll do just enough to win this game, but they have a nice balance of scoring. The Cedars, they beat Hempfield. They went toe-to-toe with McCaskey and Cedar Crest, but they had trouble putting away E-Town. Then they lost to Solanco. They had struggled putting away Garden Spot to finish the regular season. But like I said, I think Lebanon comes out on top in this. And lastly, the game that everybody's talking about this week, Cedar Crest at Lancaster-Strasburg. We know Cedar Crest, District 3 Quad A, runner-up the last 2 years, going to Lancaster-Strasburg, the best team, arguably the best team in the LL League this year. They certainly have the best record at 21-1 overall. But Cedar Crest is a different team from the last 2 years. Just 2 weeks ago, they lost 3 in a row to McCaskey, Hempfield, and Manheim Township, and I think LS is a lot better than all 3 of those teams. Everyone thinks this is going to be an awesome game, but I think that Lancaster-Strasburg is going to go into this thinking this is a statement game for them, and I wouldn't be surprised if that turns out to be the case.
Very interesting. The boys tournament will then continue next week with the semifinals on Tuesday the 9th. Those will be at neutral sites, and then the championship game will be next Thursday, 7 p.m. That'll be at Manheim Township. John, who do you think we're going to be seeing in the final, and what do you think the result's going to be?
Sure, and Elko, I see them pulling a first-round upset, although I don't think it would be much of an upset. They'll beat whoever comes out of that Conestoga Valley and Lancaster Catholic game, and in the league championship, Elko will meet Lancaster-Strasburg. And LS is a team that swept Elko twice in the head-to-head matchups in the regular season, but again, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season. But LS is on a mission. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out on top in this tournament.
Very interesting. Well, we'll see how it's going to play out. Thank you, John, and thank you for joining us. Be sure to follow John and the rest of the LMP sports staff on Facebook and Twitter for all of your postseason news and notes. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.